We're live. Ooh, I gotta hit okay. We're live. This is Between the Gusts with Oliver Shanklin.
And Brian Christensen.
Woo!
Woo!
Well, here
Wow.
we are. We've had some decent wins recently, and we've all been able to play around quite a bit. And I believe Oliver has gone to Puerto Rico to do some wave riding. I'm mistaken, did you get some good waves over there? I think we lost Oliver. We lose me? We lose Oliver.
I'm everywhere.
You're paused on the video.
Oh, I'm paused. Wonder why I'm paused. You just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, so I'll just keep chatting about stuff. So the past couple weeks has been filled since the last Between the Gusts video podcast. You know, been mainly focusing on technique, being able to get up and go in just about any conditions. Uh, Focusing a lot on uh, what does it take to get up on foil initially. So it's getting your weight off the foil and up and going. Sounds simple, I know, but when we're dealing with less than ideal conditions and a limited time in which we can get out and go, you just got to go for it. And been finding myself getting out in lesser and lesser wind. We're using smaller wing, but in general, been really enjoying going out overpowered on that. Well, if I could get overpowered, I've been going out with that 5.7 hybrid because it can get me up in those light conditions. I think I've been getting up at like in the 10 to 12 knot range, and then I
What
can ride
size? The 5.7?
the 5.7.
And
Uh,
what foil are you on?
I'm on the 1300. It's my go-to charter foil because guaranteed to get up. So if I have a limited amount of time in which to go out and foil, 1300. So it's on my full all charter while I'm working.
I took, I did take the 1250 with me today, just in case,
Yeah.
but I did not put it on.
What have you been running on?
The 960R,
Okay. Yeah.
like every day, every time. I I think that and I've gone between a couple different boards, and I really think that the Stinger 101 super shines in that capacity. And also, I went back to riding when I was going to Puerto Rico. I took the 79 liter F1 free ride carbon, brand new, triple bagged it. Went to the airport. The only thing I was worried about when I was going to the airport was the rain, because I didn't want my bags to get wet, because they were there. It was super underweight too, because I only had that board and a surfboard in there.
Yeah.
So the bag maybe weighed 30 pounds. It was ridiculously light. I'm like, come on, family, let's go, let's go. 45 minutes later, we get in the, and then everything's fine. We get over the hill, and it's just raining at the airport. No other clouds, just raining at the airport.
Oh shoot.
Yep, and they had all those long TSA lines and stuff. Get to the airport, and my stuff's just getting soaked.
Oh no.
Yeah, man.
Problem with the truck, huh?
JetBlue kicking the dick $300 for two kite bags
Oh,
but normally they fly for $50 with JetBlue. But because they were soaked, they were overweight.
oh shoot.
So not only did I pay them $300, but I paid them $300 to crack my brand new board that was triple. Like they had to try,
Oh
like
man.
just just not even care, just like slamming it on purpose because it was so big and overweight because it was so wet. They were just pissed. So I'm
Oh
in this
man.
thing. Yeah, dude.
Insurance or does how does that help?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you an update. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it was a bit. I mean, I had to fix the thing. And it was Sunday in Puerto Rico, and everything was closed. Like, found one hardware store that was open in Isabella on that day, fixed it. But man, that was a. But the trip was. I mean, we're talking like double overhead waves and stuff. It was insane.
Oh wow. And what was your wing that you were using?
I went out the first day. I went out on a 5 meter quest,
Oh, I didn't know you
and
got those.
yep, went out on the five
Cool.
meter quest, and immediately came back in because it
Really?
had too much. I didn't stash my other one with me because it wasn't like I was going on a long run. I was like, I'll just come right back. If I need to switch it out, I'll come right back in and switch it out.
Yeah.
And so
That
I
too much
went.
juice?
Well, when I went out, it was fine, but then in Puerto Rico, the thermal kicks in, and then it's just like, oh my God. I mean, I was still handling it, but I was like, I mean, and I was packing it away fine, but the waves were so big that I was like, I don't need to be caught with this big trash bag out here. I need to
Yeah.
get in and
Yeah.
switch out. So I went back in and switched out. Met another pair of winger on the way in.
Oh,
So there were,
nice.
yep, I met the only two, or what I found out were the two regular pair of wingers in the area because they were the same
Okay.
thing. It was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like seeing a unicorn, right? It was like, whoa, what is this?
Oh,
He's like,
oh,
Pat.
oh,
He's
I
like, he's
saw
like,
one. I saw one out at Necker. I thought it was Oscar, but I took a video and I sent it to Oscar, and he hasn't replied back to me. I was like, "Is this you?"
so
Um,
this guy was. I've met this guy before. He was winging last time I met him, like 3 years ago there, and
yeah,
now he's
okay,
on the pair wing
yeah,
and on a KT 88 leader board, something like that. And he's still in the lift 120, like the original 120, right? That
yeah,
I did. And he weighs a little bit more than me. So he's like 200 pounds. I'm like, I take it back. He's like 190. I'm 175. I'm like coming
yeah,
in. And of course, you're like, you got to ask each other what you're riding, because he wants to know too, like, why am I coming in,
yeah. And now we're at a point where we know each other's weight and everything.
Yeah. So he's like coming out, and I'm like, what are you riding? He's like, well, I only got this 120. He's, significantly, I mean, that much weight difference is a big deal when pairing. So
Yeah,
he's like, well, I got my four three pocket rocket, and I got my 120 lift. And I'm like, you'll be fine. I'm coming in to get a smaller, because he thought I was coming in because it wasn't good, but I was coming in to get a smaller pair wing. So he's like, "Are you coming back out?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm coming back out." Like he was like stoked. He was like,
yeah,
"Sweet, somebody else is gonna come out." Because it was wild, man. There was nobody. It was just me and him. It was wild. It was good. The waves were good. But the great thing about the pair wing and the reason none of the kiters were out is because the wind was northeast, so it was coming over the wave, right? So for the kite, you got to kite loop it, and then when it's really big, you're like catching up. It's like normally on a small day, no problem, but when it gets bigger, the second you come down the wave, you're catching up with your kite, and then you got to kite loop it. The wave's so big, I mean, it might hit the wave. And anyway, we were on the perfect gear, so went out, did some laps on the 4-3 power pack. So I switched out to the power pack. One thing I will say between the Power Pack and the Quest that is very different is the packaway lines in the center. The Quest, even though they say they're like, oh, the white lines are soft or whatever. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna start wearing gloves because my hands were like shredded because the ozone ones, because they're thicker and
Yeah.
softer, they just slide through your hand, right? And the F1 ones are thinner, so they're like, and they were not soft. I mean, I pulled it quick, and I had like rope burn, like because I
Oh
was like,
shit.
because I just watched the video. I was like, oh, I got this. Oh, that sucked. So, um, anyway, had an amazing time in Puerto Rico. Got tons of waves. Sawyer even was when I came in was like, "Dad, you caught so many waves." I'm like, "Yeah, I caught a lot of waves, bro."
That's awesome.
And the pack away and the redeploy is so good on both those, the Quest and the Power Pack. I think the Quest beats it upwind by maybe like 5 degrees, which is kind of a big deal. Um, kind of a big deal. But the the frigate and the hybrid 7.7s are still like way better upwind, like definitely like way better upwind. Anyway, yeah. So and then I met this other guy Ben, and he just does downwinders, and you by the every afternoon I would see him coming down when like when I was getting done, he was just like finishing off his downwinder.
Oh,
I didn't get to
nice.
do I didn't get to do any downwinders because I was like not trying to leave my family for like 2 hours to go, and Sawyer was kiting at the waves, so it was cool to watch him like he was kiting on the inside, not like in the big stuff. Like there's
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
outer, that little where the blue hole is, but in front of that toward the beach
yeah.
is just like the perfect size for a little grom, and he just sat there busting airs.
That's awesome.
And he'll be the first one to tell you he's doing back rolls now.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. He did his
On
first one.
still on
He
his
did
hybrid.
no, this was on a 5 meter neo. He
Oh,
did
okay.
he did three. The first one I mean he crashed a bunch, but he nailed one. And then the next one he pulled heavy handed, did a kite loop. And then the third one did another kite loop and like a half kite loop. And I was like, bro, listen, if you feel it start looping, just pull even harder and just finish the loop. And you won't, because he got slammed like twice. Like, bam, bam. I was like, oh, are you going to be okay? But yeah, so it's been a really good 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds rad.
Yeah, super rad. Oh, hey,
There's Elena.
what is she up to?
Well, we're taking care of Lucky the doggy. Um, we just got back done. Just got back from a charter, and we've got Lucky now. She's getting her evening meal before we try to get her to go poop outside. But it's fun to have her back. She was stoked to see us on the dock and came running down really fast. It was really fun. Um, yeah, so I started doing this tip of the day thing on online,
Hmm.
and it's oddly satisfying for not having somebody to go out and kite with every day, or wing with every day. So it's fun to it's kind of like I'm having a relationship with the phone. But the kind of cool thing is that I've stopped consuming so much now that I'm like putting something up. It's really simple and kind of shitty, but because I'm spending a decent amount of time putting it together and then putting it on, I spend quite a bit less time just like scrolling through stuff. So
No, scrolling's the worst.
I'm feeling better and more engaged. And then with the in the mornings, I've been doing dock starts.
How's that going?
That's really hard. I'm at the point where, I figured out like if you're pushing the board, you you're not like gripping the board. It's like you push the board, get the board going. So now it's foiling, and then you join with the board. It's not like you're all leaving as a unit from the dock or the back of the boat. It's like get the board going and then you join the board and look where you're going. Still haven't stood up well, yeah. But I'm
Hmm.
just taking things slow. Uh, don't want to get hurt. Feel like it's definitely a sport to like wear a helmet. Once you start trying to stand up more.
Are you, when you're pair winging, are you wearing an impact vest and helmet when you go out?
I'm wearing a helmet. I not been wearing it. I don't have an impact vest.
So if you're not going to wear an impact vest, you should at least get these zip stitch things.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So my
I did order three of the ozone, um,
mission packs.
that, that
So
emission pack.
you put your order in for the mission pack a little too early
Yeah, I
because
know.
V2 Pocket Rocket's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna wait or are you gonna just go for it?
The V2 pocket rocket.
Yeah.
I don't really know that I need the pocket rocket. Like I said, like my up and downs are shorter than, like the Ritz has changed. Like at Great Bay has just I've just figured out Great Bay, and I basically just go to Great Bay every day now, and just I know what side the wave moves, right? The waves move all
Yeah.
through that bay. So I go out I kind of know like where, depending on the moon, where it's going to start at, and then I just start. I'll go on one side, and then I'll ride it to this, and then there'll be like a little wave in the center. I pump across, and it'll come across to it. And you can do it vice versa either way, depending on if the wave is coming down the right side or if it's coming down the left side of the bay. And then you just make your way, and then you just I mean, you point and shoot at one point. There's no waves. You just got to make it through this one section. So you just like get your speed and then boom, 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 boom. And it's a significantly long pump track. But what I have found is that in flatter water, when there's no waves, it's actually easier to keep your speed up because you're not you're just focused on like riding one direction, right? You're not even like looking left and right for bumps,
Yeah.
and also you're not making that mistake where you go over to a bump, right, that you think is going to be really good, and then all of a sudden you're in no man's land where you've got nothing and you slowed down to like carve back and like have some fun, and then you're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Whereas like once you know that section, you're like, all right, I'll come off this wave, get my speed, and now I'm just gonna beeline it, and then you have that one mission. You look straight and you just like pump, boom, ba boom, ba boom, and it's flat. And flat water is easier to pump through because you don't have the changing of the height and the troughs and stuff that
Oh,
eat
okay. Okay.
that eat like your power up. So you just like
Yeah.
go. So what I'll do is in flat water, I can just like go like straight. I mean, I can't go turn and do anything because I'll just lose speed, but yeah, you just beeline it down to the next section and then hope there's no sargasm in your way. Get back and then get to the end and then redeploy and go back up. But yeah,
Nice.
but Great Bay is like my like just go to now.
So have you been going to Neltieburg at all?
No, the couple of days that I could have gone to Neltieburg were on the weekend, and I had my kid and he kites now, so I'm not gonna. He can't kite there, so we just go to Happy Island and
Oh, okay.
get a kite session in. Like I couldn't. It just seems like all those days lined up on the weekends now,
Yeah,
and
we've had weekend wins. Wild, huh?
yeah, yeah. So because it's lined up on the weekends, I'm focused on just like getting him at least an hour session every, you know, whatever.
That's
So
pretty
that's it.
cool.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be selfish and go down to Neltyburg and ride around for like 2 hours while they sit there on the beach and get cooked.
Was that, yeah, have you done an Altiberg session with the Pairwing?
No, I haven't. I've done. Oh wait, I did, but I didn't do it from Neltyburg. I went to Whole Bay, launched there, and I went all the way over. It was north. It was northeast wind, and it was really strong. So I just like once I got up, I just went all the way to Inner Brass, partied at Inner Brass, and then came back. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'm so lucky to have the channel out here at Nanny Key to paddle out into, and I'm so for the hybrid for me it makes perfect sense because I just go miles up and then back down and miles up back down. Oh, you know what? Something to talk about would be the Hoolan app. Did you talk to that guy?
No, it's on my list because I've had the kids. So I think Wednesday morning I'll give him a call and stuff and
Yeah.
and set that up. I just I can't do it until I have like a chunk without the kids around. But one other thing I was gonna say that I don't know if you know the name of, but you know that other harness line where it's like the magnet hook that
Yeah.
hooks here and you take it off and put it up there.
Yeah. Do you
What's
make
that one
one?
called? No, I'm just gonna buy one.
Um,
What's it called?
oh, like a 3DI or something. Are they calling it like a reverse harness hook?
Something like that. So I really like I love it. And the reason is found it. Found it.
Where they
The reason I love it is because what I find most of the time is happening on my redeploys is
Yeah.
my harness line is the one that gets caught the most. So if you take that out of the equation, then I'm gonna my success rate should go way up on the redeploy.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
But
Yeah, I've been really
do you
happy with the
want one?
redeploy on the.
I'm gonna order one.
Yeah, maybe I should get one too. Yeah, you want, I thought maybe you'd just make one because you've got the 3D printer.
I agree, but right now I don't have the time to download the studio and do the whole thing right now. So, and plus
Okay.
it'd be easier to get this and then you can take a picture of it and then put it into the studio and it does it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. So the other day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just model out a harness hook after I broke my harness hook, and then I was gonna send you that model and be like, make me one of these reverse hooks. But
But I
then
think that's
I
what's so, go
I
ahead.
tried to download all of these like um, scanning apps, like 3D scanning apps. And I got some like terrible scanning app. Like the scans of the harness hook were just absolutely terrible.
Oh,
So
really?
I didn't end up sending it to you. Yeah,
All right. Well,
I didn't end up creating it. I thought I was going to be like super smart on it and everything. But yeah, I think yeah that one I think that would be rad. And the other thing is
do you
I
want
like
one?
for me I uh I tangle my lines on the redeploy or like a handle pass jibe. I tangle the lines on my harness hook, even if it's like behind or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
This, this solves that.
yeah. Um. Oh, so what? Where
And
you messaged me today about the POW? What's up with the POW?
Okay, so I just that was like at the beginning of our pair winging like whatever
Yeah.
journey. Um, and the thing I didn't like about the PAL was I felt like it had no low end, right?
Uh,
It was a little tricky to get up on. That could also be because it was a 4.0, right?
yeah.
We were like starting off with a 4.0. But I was out today. And this is what's nice about the parent when you just switch it off in the water if somebody else
Yeah.
has one. So I was like, here, you want to try the quest? I was on the 5 meter quest. So I was like, here, you want to try this out? He's like, yeah, I want to try that out. I'm like, sweet. And he had the POW. And I was like, wasn't
Wait,
excited to get
who is that?
Eric Hekla, Heikla,
Oh.
Eric Heikla.
Is
So,
how many of you are there on St. Thomas? Two. Okay.
bro, can't believe it. Like, blows my mind. Anyway, there's interest. It's just that nobody's like pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
And wants to go through the kook phase, right? But there's the kook phase isn't that long if you just take the biggest foil you got and go.
And the
It's
and the
super,
and the biggest parrowing you can.
yeah, and it's not so bad. But we were trying on that 4.0, right? And I wasn't really excited to get on it, but I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, let's switch. You know, I had the four, and I also had the 4.3 power pack on me, so I was like, if this sucks, I'll just pop out the power pack. So I got up on it, and on the power pack, I keep my hands kind of close like this, but you know, on the POW, it's got that, it's like an L like this.
Yeah.
So I put one hand like this. So it was like my hands were like in a V like this.
Yeah.
And I try because I just never tried it like that. When we had it, I had my hand like over here, you know?
Uh-huh.
But then I put them both like right like this. Dude, I was shocked. I was like, pop, pop, firm. I was like, gone. I was like, what? This thing
Huh.
used to have no low end. I was like, did I? And then it didn't have a harness. It didn't have a harness line on it, but I went upwind with it, and I was on a 5 meter. Right now, I'm on a 4 meter, and I felt like it was like constant, steady. It wasn't like aggressively like pulling on me. And I can't wait to check my line tonight and see between all three of them because I had the Quest, the Power Pack, and then that POW. I'll be interested to see
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. But you said it was the five or the four?
the four.
It was a four. Oh, okay.
It was a four. So I think that we didn't. That's what I meant by I think that we didn't give it enough of a chance because the Pocket Rocket came out at the same like right when we got those, the Pocket Rocket was like right behind it, right?
No, I had the three pocket rocket from the very beginning.
Yeah, I know, but then we got the 5 meter Pocket Rocket, and it was so much easier on that thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think trying to learn with the three pocket rocket was a terrible idea.
Yeah,
In our
I can't.
wins,
Well, I can't. That wasn't my idea. That was.
that's all I could buy, and I really wanted to buy it,
Yeah, I would have bought the 5 to start with for sure.
but they didn't have any. They only had the
They
one size.
they make them to order though.
Yeah, but they hadn't designed the five yet.
Oh, okay. Anyway, um,
Because I had been heckling Dave about it. I was like, I want the power wing. I want the power wing. I want the power wing. And he was like, okay, we're doing a first order power wings at 3 meters. And I was like, I'm in.
he got you. He got you good. He got
Well,
you so good.
no, I was talking to uh the people at Mac Kite back then. I was because there was a bunch of 3 meter or 3 meter para wings on their site, right? Like they had the Ensis one, the Roger. They had the Aaron, and the Flow. They had the Flow, but they were all 3 meters. And it was like, guys, like, do you think I can get up with 3 meters and 15 knots of wind? And they're like, no. And then we were like discussing it, and it became apparent that they were not used to, like our type of wind. So, like my ego overcame me and I was like, I can get up with a 3 meter. And if the pocket rocket hadn't come out when it did, I probably would have bought one of those other 3 meters. I was so ready to pair wing. I was so ready for it. I thought, yeah. But then I could only get up on squall lines with the 3 meter. So then this week I ran into Robbie Hurst up at Virgin Gorda. He came out with his son while I was at the baths. And so I left the 4.3 777 dangling off the back of the boat. So he came up and grabbed it to try it because he's been wanting to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got back from the baths, he came up and he's like, "Bro, I'm going to." So he already ordered the Pocket Rocket V2. He's like, "I'm going to cancel my Pocket Rocket order and I'm getting rid of my POWs because he's been running the POWs since they came out. He's done with all this. He loved that so much, the hybrid. So that's this thing. He doesn't like how long the strings are on the POW. And he thinks it's too grunty. Hybrid's just smooth and stable. It's crazy what it will like where the other wings collapse, like not just in high winds, but like in maneuvers, like doing a hearse job or something, right? It's like the thing hits the water and bounces off, flips around, doing like the down loop jibes on the outside. It's just like always there, always maneuverable. It's like tax, oof, it's always there. Grab it on the other side. Good. I'm way into it. I
Yeah,
think what they need to do
I
is
can tell. I can
yeah,
tell.
yeah. I think what they need to do though is make the bar better. The ozone bar is the shit. I'm excited to see what the V2 pocket rocket's like. I like what they do, but I've I haven't heard anything. There's like no hype about it whatsoever.
Of the what? The pocket rocket?
Yeah, the V2 pocket rocket. Like if they made it pack as easy as like the power pack, or even like half as easy as they made the power pack, like that would just be brilliant. And then it has like the speed because so on my VMGs, when I'm like fully like harnessed in with the pocket rocket, I can and I'm like working it, I can definitely go higher upwind than the 777. Well, it's like same, but my VMG is higher, so I'm going faster upwind
Faster. Yeah.
with the pocket rocket.
Yeah. I always want, I'm like starting to wonder
But
too.
but
The
it feels lit the entire time.
It's interesting on the air wing forum, or whatever you want to call it, how it's like, I feel like there's probably 80% 777 stuff on there. So it makes me wonder if whoever's running that page is, because it's like a significant amount. And like anytime I say anything, it's like, well, what about this? And I'm like, I'm just telling you, I don't care about any, I have no allegiance to any of these companies or anything. I'm just telling you what I experience, and that is all. Like, I'm not here to debate which wing is the best because they're all good for
Right.
different scenarios. It just
Oh, for
depends
sure.
on your conditions and what you're trying to get out of it. And whatever that is and makes you happy is the best pair wing. But don't
Absolutely.
come don't come at me like because you know, I am of the opinion that if you don't have something good to say about a product, you don't say anything at all, which is also funny because there somebody was talking about the North Rover and how they hadn't seen any videos and stuff on it or whatever. In my head, I was thinking, hmm, yeah, it's a good question. I wonder why that is,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I got some people saying that they're gonna buy the Rover over here. So I'm trying to get rid of my 5 meter pocket rocket.
oh, somebody
Uh,
should buy that. That's a great beginner pair wing.
Such a great way to start. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
What
then they're like, I got such a good deal on the North stuff. And it's like, yeah, but then you're never gonna learn to pair wing.
I know I said that, right? Did you see
Yeah.
that thing? Somebody was talking about the gongs. Oh, you can get like three lokites. And then I was like, I think I tagged you in it too. I was like, I have a friend that did that, or one of his friends did it. I think I just shortened the story to that he
Yeah.
was my friend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I had a friend that did that. And guess what? He doesn't pair wing.
Yeah. So
Like,
it was a waste of money.
yeah, like, yeah, it was cheaper, but
Sixes and sevens. It's
sixes and sevens. Just saying.
absolutely. Well, yeah. I think that there's, a high probability. Well, I think the thing about the hybrid is that everybody is interested in like what's the next thing because it's still kind of hard to do this sport, right? So it's like what's the next thing gonna be that makes it easier, or like what's the thing that's gonna make it so that the wings range is higher.
I don't think,
And so like
I
everybody's
think
everybody's infatuated with it. It's like, oh, this is it, they're latching on to like this is a new tech, like let's
that
analyze it as much as possible.
this is like, I think that the new pair wings are so much better than the V1s or the V2s, whatever is out right now is so much better than what uh, was originally started out. That it now, I think now it's an easy entry as long as you do the following.
The following.
The following: you have a downwind board, you have um, a correct size, 4 meter or above, and the biggest foil you can, if you're already out of that big foil stage, right? Like you sold all your old foil gear, go find one of your friends that's winging that still has their old big foil and put that sucker on there.
Oh yeah.
I think it's always going to be, I don't think um, it's as hard as it used to be. And that's within a year. It's gotten easier, like so much easier.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the numbers are going to be like in terms of like sales numbers, like what's the adoption rate of the Parawing versus the wing. And I mean, like the V1 wings going to V2 is like huge jumps, and V3s like massive jumps. It's like the ozone wasp sucked, right?
Yes. Is that what you were waiting for? Yes.
Yes. Oh, but we don't talk bad about anything.
No, 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 no.
But
But
at the time, it was amazing, right? It was like
yeah,
the
yeah,
best,
yeah, yeah. It was the
and
best
then
out
it went
there.
strike. Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
Nash was not up there either.
the sling wing was like best in class. Got yeah, I mean like the sling wing got people going. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I
Do you
think that
remember do you remember
this.
the dart?
Yeah, but I think
Remember when this guy came down to the Virgin Islands and he like did around St. John and he was on like the old slingshot foils with the dart and he's like doing backflips at Johnson Reef. Like
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And like how how on earth has that not like that how was that not bigger? Like the stuff that that kid was doing was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
Anyway, I'm gonna order this thing and you
Yeah.
go ahead and talk about Lucky.
This is Lucky. Oh, point, point. Where you want to go? Where you want to go? It sounds like she wants to go to bed. Yeah,
All
she
right.
can't.
Do
And
you
she
want
can't go to bed until she goes pee pee.
do you want one of these pair wing hugs? They're
Yeah,
55 plus shipping.
yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm gonna wait to see what people say about the Pocket Rocket V2. I'm pretty happy with the current situation that I have. I don't feel like my equipment is holding me back in any way. Um, and uh, mainly, I think what I'd like to do is get more people interested in it and doing it. Um,
That's what I want to do. So
yeah, and
um,
then because we are getting into pretty heavy sargassum season. Um,
stop talking about it like that's the
oh,
thing.
anyways, yeah, I mean, uh, I might be okay just waiting. I might be okay just waiting to find out what everybody else says about the new equipment, and then make a wise choice for uh, the river.
Well, I think that I've got what I need for the river, so I'm good to go.
I'm really probably pretty good too. Um, I've got a POW. I got the 4 meter POW there now. I've got a 3 meter pocket rocket and a 1.9 meter pocket. So I mean that's a pretty good quiver. And I'm probably going to take the 4.3. Um,
Who was talking about getting the Norse stuff?
a guy named Ryan Hayes. I think you'd like him because he kites on charter. We've been like this whole last week we're egging each other on to be on foil at least once every day through the charter.
Who won?
I think I was
Does he
definitely on foil longer,
does
but
he wing too?
I think he runs a classier charter.
Does he
Uh,
wing though?
he wings and kites, yeah.
But he
So
doesn't pair wing because he wants to get the rover.
no, I think I've got him sold on the pocket rocket, but he
Yeah.
needs to. I think I need to get a new pouch. I might, whoever I sell the pocket rocket to, I might just include my current pouch because it's falling apart.
I have an extra pouch in the shop.
Hey,
Hey yo, I do.
I
I don't
might even
know.
harness one because look at this. Look at this. You see this?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, let's sign off first before we start getting naked.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's from my not harness strap, my my belt because I keep the harness hook on the belt. Chafes. So
It's,
I might get their harness pouch.
mm, one thing I will say about the Monero one, it's definitely got more support.
Yeah.
It's very comfy.
Still don't like the idea of shoving it in though.
Oh, it's so much easier. You just like
Really?
grab it and shove it, and you're done. You don't have to like, yeah, it's, I don't know, for me, it's just more natural than this motion,
Hmm.
this motion,
That's not natural? What's more natural than that?
huh?
What's more natural than that?
This,
Shoving it in
this,
turning butter?
yeah, churning butter. All right, buddy, I'll talk to you later
All right, that's it. We'll see you next time on Between the Gusts.
with
Signing off.
Brian Christensen.
And Oliver Shanklin.
Good night.
Woo!